Welcome to Spotlight Chat, a conversation with leaders.
Our special guest today is Ibrahim Bayraktar. He is the STEAM coordinator at Accord Education, which is an education organization based in Irvine, California. What exactly is a STEAM? First of all, what is STEAM and what is a STEAM coordinator?
STEAM is the short term for science, technology, engineering, art, and math. So mostly you will see online as STEM education, but art is an important component of this education. So it's involved in it, the way students express themselves. So adding art, we have STEAM education.
And of course, famously, Steve Jobs talks about how he would have never been able to create really any of his products if he hadn't taken art class and not hieroglyphics, but the drawing classes, calligraphy. And that was so instrumental in his design of technology. What do you do as a coordinator for Accord?
So what I do is with this team, we want schools to have more emphasis in STEAM area. Especially the schools we are working, their main focus is science, technology, preparation students to universities. So having this strong science math background and also having the concern that United States nationwide they will need more STEAM related job in future. So coming years, at this moment they need the number is going to increase. So we want students to have more interest in this area, even if they will not think any area that directly related with STEAM. It's going to be giving them a life skill so they can connect everything, become more connected with technology, all other subjects. So students will get a life skill with this. What I do is I provide programs for schools to enrich, to give more options to students.
And what exactly is a program? I mean, if you have a math teacher or an engineering teacher, they have competencies in their skills, but what do you do beyond that to integrate the curriculum or the divisions within a school so that it is more consistent in really motivating and inspiring students to be excited about science and technology?
So one of the programs we offer STEAM Expo support. The name can change, but we want schools to host their own STEAM event as a community outreach tool, which they will create a learning cycle. And then for these activities, using interesting science STEM related demonstrations, and then students will be presenting these demonstrations. So this will give the opportunity to school to show what their students are learning, and also community what is going on, and make them also bring awareness in STEAM area. One event. Another event, elementary science olympiad. And I see elementary teachers in most schools having one teacher teaching all subjects. It is a tough job, having the concern math, reading, language arts. So sometimes teachers feel a little bit hesitant to cover more in STEAM areas. So with the elementary science olympiad, we are hoping to connect the other disciplines with STEAM, so students have more options to involve with STEAM education.
And what events generate the most excitement or attention? I just think back as a kid, science competition, you've got the volcano over here, if someone pushes a button and it erupts, but what's really going on? What's cutting edge in your schools today as far as events and what students are creating for these events?
So the STEAM Expo, it's becoming more popular. Students showing their science demonstration, which will take about 2 minutes, and will explain what is the concept behind. So it gives them the confidence that what they know, what they are learning. And these demonstrations help them to connect other concepts together. For example, Bernoulli's principle, it's the same concept that used to play clarinet, the reed vibrate because of Bernoulli principle, and it's the same principle that makes a plane fly. So you can connect them. When the kids see this connection in their life, so they kind of think outside the box, and they see like it's all integrated, everything in it, and then showing this to others and seeing the attention given to them brings definitely more interest to students. They enjoy and what they're doing and they are learning definitely.
So walk us through your process. A new school has signed on to be a part of the Accord Education community and work with you as sort of their umbrella organization. How do you go into a school and really work with them to develop more STEM and STEAM education programming?
So we will be using different tools for this. First of all, we will talk about the planning a STEAM event for them. It can be a different name, a festival, it can be a discovery night program for them. So we will see how we can plan this STEAM event, and then what teachers' role will be, and we will provide the resources, materials for them, and also if necessary provide a training for teachers on site or online. Besides this, there are some students who can go beyond what they can do. So at math level, maybe they can do a lot more than their grade level. So for those students, offering extra program, not every student may accommodate, but we are offering an A+ program that students can learn a lot more, especially in computer and math. And those students, so far our observation is, who were in A+ program, they went, I saw them to good colleges, universities. So it's going to bring their chances to get more scholarship. It will make a big difference in their future. So offering another program, a Math Matters. It's a math competition for upper elementary students, and it's open to community. So by this way, the students, I'd say mathletes, we celebrate their success and giving them nice prizes, motivating students, try to kind of increase an awareness like math. It's also a topic like athletics that you can work on it and get good recognition on it.
How do you help organizations, schools promote events and get parents and the community there? Because we live in a culture where people say, of course I support science and math and technology, and of course I want my child to become a successful engineer or the next Steve Jobs or Mark Zuckerberg. But when you look at what many people do with their actions, they're going to the high school football. And I don't mean to knock high school football, but you have places in Texas, for example, where schools are spending $90 million on high school football stadiums. They're typically not spending $90 million on the science lab at their public high school. So how do you deal with that disconnect, and how do you get at least some of that attention that so many communities focus on sports and get the focus on actual science and math competitions and events?
I think with this, first of all, the learning cycle for kids, the schools should change their format. Definitely should offer inquiry-based learning. With inquiry-based learning, students will get the opportunity to make their own hypothesis, their own statements, and then will be able to test it. So they will have more ownership what they are learning. With this science or STEAM, hands-on is a very important part. Once they get a chance, the kids, to taste this, and they enjoy and they like it more. So giving this opportunity to students, just passive listening is not enough and they will forget easily. But once they try it, so they have the enjoyment, they can accomplish something, then they can see their statement if it is supported or not. So they try to find another reasonable explanation. What else can it be? They test it again. So they work like a scientist and they try a solution for their answer. And this gives kids like, I can do this. So it's not just like I'm reading a textbook or a teacher is teaching, but I am trying to find something. So this excitement is definitely essential to spark their interest for kids. Being at a level, if they can teach others, this is kind of going to be a highest level. Not just they have learned, but they can teach to others. So with this STEAM event, if the kids can accomplish this, that will be a good indication what they are doing, and also the kids' interest, because they got a chance to taste the hands-on, they saw the real how it's working, scientists, engineers. So it keeps them stay more. For example, Science Olympiad, it's mostly based on hands-on activities. Students, they compete building a bridge. They compete building a bottle rocket. And then those kids, I got also a lot comments from teachers. They ask like next year, when are we going to start the science Olympiad this year? So the culture continues from elementary, middle school, high school. So to bring this inquiry-based thinking, critical thinking to students, and giving them opportunity to do hands-on is an important tool, I think, for students just listen to concepts from teacher.
Passively sitting, taking notes doesn't work. Creating and applying and competing changes lives. The organization, Accord Education. For more information, go to their website, accordeducation.org. We've linked to it in the show notes. Thanks to our special guest, the STEAM coordinator at Accord, Ibrahim Bayraktar. Thanks again.
Thank you for listening to Spotlight Chat, a conversation with leaders.